not about the doctrine. It's not really about the doctrine. Or they'll say our doctrine that we teach is too harsh. You got to come out of that enslaved mind state. So going back to Job, the 20th chapter, the 15th verse, it said, he has swallowed down riches. Right. You say, you look at Evelyn Rothschild, this guy Jacob, what's his name, Jacob? Forget his name, Jacob something Rothschild. Anyway, the Rothschild dynasty is worth over $500 trillion. Estimated. $500 trillion. You couldn't count that much money in 5 lifetimes. Just to say, if that was all in dollars, I'm gonna sit down and count this money. You would die before you got to 100 million. So just imagine $500 trillion, and that's not this mess. This is slave money. I don't even have none, but that's not this. Their wealth is in land, gold, silver, natural resources like oil, things of that nature. That's what their wealth is, real tangible stuff. Livestock, cattle. They got wineries where they make some of the most, these wines that cost $10,000 a bottle, stuff like that. That's what they own. Tangible assets. They give us slave money that we run around playing with. It's literally monopoly money that they give us to use. They don't deal in that. They deal in silver and gold, stocks and bonds. And guess what? You and I, we not more than stocks and bonds to them. And then that was prophesied. And I got to go to that in the law. We are literally stocks and bonds, or bondmen, Scripture calls us. And I'm gonna go straight to the point out of the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Egypt means to bind. So we'll be brought into bondage again by way of ships. The slave trade of the 1600s. It says, I'm going to read that again. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. And no man shall buy you. And that's it. And no man shall buy you. So it's saying, let me read that again. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. So we'll be brought into captivity again by way of slave ships. The North Atlantic slave trade. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. We shall see our homeland no more again. Israel, not Africa. Niggas go to Africa all the time. It's talking about Israel. We weren't going to see it again as in us inhabiting it as our land. You also got niggas that go and visit Israel too, but they don't, that's all they can do is visit, look around where the white man tell them they can look, and then come back. You got some that staying out there, but they staying where the white man tell them to stay, which is on a nuclear dump site. So, let me read on. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. So, if it's saying we shall be sold here as bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy us, well, what does that mean? How are we going to be sold, and yet no man shall buy us? What it's talking about when it say no man shall buy us, It means no man shall redeem us. Meaning no man was going to be able to deliver us from this captivity. You had several that tried. When you talk about Marcus Garvey, going back to Nat Turner, it all ended up with failure. Malcolm X, whoever. No man has been able to deliver us from this captivity under this white man. That's been preserved for the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son, Yahweh Shah. He's going to be the one to come back and deliver us. And the great deliverance that's going to be, because these so-called UFOs that the white man had dubbed to be UFOs, those are actually the chariots of the angels. That's how we're going to be delivered. Slaves, they even knew that. When they would be picking cotton in the field, they would sing, "Swing low, sweet chariot." What you mean, swing low, sweet chariot? That means they knew that them so-called UFOs were the chariots of the gods, so to speak, the angels. And the Most High and His only begotten Son. That's how we're going to be delivered. We understood that back then, but now in these last days, we done got too smart for our own things. We let the white man tell us everything. Tell us what is and what isn't. We let the white man tell us how we should act and how we should speak. We let the white man rule every facet of our life, and we're in the dumbest state and position we ever been in our, even when we was slaves and wasn't allowed to read. We had more sense back then than we got now. So, yeah, that was it on that. So, we would be sold for bond men and bond women, and that's another reason why World War III is getting ready to go down. The U.S. debt is over $20 trillion. That would be pocket change for the Rothschilds to just pick up their tab and say, look, we're going to start from scratch. You know, I'm going to wipe out this debt, and we can start over. But it's not in his nature. He's the devil. He made his gross fortune on usury. So why would he want to, you know, release us? I'm saying us, but the U.S. citizens. Why would he want to release them from their debt? That's another way they have to balance the budget. It's called war. Through war, they can balance the budget. And that's because of the same bonds that I'm talking about. They have literal bonds on you and me. And the so-called black man and woman here, and Latina, and so-called Native Americans, we're all worth more to this white man dead than we are alive. So that's why through war, he can balance the budget, because they have a sort of insurance on their bond, on their slaves. So all they got to do is take them bonds and cash them in, so to speak. So through this Third World War, that'll wipe out that 20 trillion and then put more money in their pocket at the same time. So this white man, he's diabolical in his thinking, he's diabolical in his actions. It's devious. But they know that the average black man and woman, the average Negro, Latino, and Native American are not sophisticated enough to understand what he's doing. And only through the power and the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai am I able to understand and come out and break it down to people. The white man is getting ready to cash in on you Negroes, Latinos, and Native American bonds, along with the rest of you Mark Mains here in America. Everybody that has a Social Security card, you have a bond. On the back of that Social Security card is a number, not the one on front, the one on the back of that card. That's a stock number. That's a certificate of stock number that links to your bond. All they got to do is go and cash in on that number, on that bond, and get paid off of your debt. This white man is devious. So That's why it's written right here, Job chapter 20, verse 15. He has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. So he gonna give them up. Everything that he went and spent his whole lifetime acquiring through rape, robbery, murder, mayhem, all that he acquired, he gonna vomit that up. We're going to get that. We're gonna take what's rightfully ours. So it says, Yahweh shall cast them out of his belly. The Most High is going to cast them, all them riches that he stole, the Most High going to make him vomit them up again. He shall suck the poison of asp. That's the venom of snakes, the venomous snakes. He shall suck the poison of asp. The viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers of floods, the brooks of honey and butter. Meaning he's not going to inherit an everlasting kingdom. Because when you understand what this white man is trying to do, he's trying to forge himself out an artificial kingdom. That's what he's trying to do, because he didn't get the blessing. The blessing was given to our forefathers in the time of Jacob and Esau. Esau was the firstborn. Esau should have got the birthright was given to, Esau had the birthright, and he should have got the blessing. But our forefather, through the Spirit of the Most High, supplanted him out of the birthright. So really, this devil gave it up through his carnal mind and him being so carnal. When you go back to the story of Jacob and Esau, see, Esau went out hunting one day and then he didn't find nothing. He didn't kill nothing to eat. So when he came back to the house, he was famished. Our forefather Jacob was cooking a stew, some pottage, and it was still raw. So it still had the blood in the stew. So Esau begged Jacob for that stew. He told him, look, I'm hungry. Let me get the story. America's going to be destroyed real soon. World War III is coming. Let me just get the story, man, so I can bring it out instead of paraphrasing. So this is Genesis chapter 25, and I start at verse 21. It says, and Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren, and the Most High was entreated of him. And Rebekah, his wife, conceived, and the children struggled together within her. The two children was fighting in the womb. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahweh. And Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb. So the 2 nations of people in her womb. It says, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. So right here it's saying 2 nations were in her womb, and 2 manner of people will be separated from her bowels, and 1 manner of people shall be stronger than the other. And it says, the elder shall serve the younger. So let's see who was the elder. Verse 24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment. And they called his name Esau. So the first came, come on, you good? The first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Now, Esau in the Hebrew, Ashashua, means wasted away. It's he. Wasted away is he. Ashashua. Because he was born with no pigment. His pigment was gone. So in essence, so that you can know, Esau was born with the mark of Cain. Because that's the same mark that the Heavenly Father put on Cain, the Heavenly Father took Cain's pigment. So Esau, the reincarnation of Cain, was born with that mark. So verse 26, it says, and after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel. And his name was called Jacob. Now Jacob in the Hebrew, Jacob means supplanter, because he would supplant his brother Esau for the blessing. But we see it was already prophesied that the elder would serve the younger. So we were to get the blessing and the birthright regardless, because the Heavenly Father already prophesied the elder, which was Esau, would be a servant to the younger, which was us, Jacob. We are the children of Jacob. You Negroes, Latinos, you Native Americans, y'all make up the nation of Israel, which Jacob's name was later changed to Israel. So back to the story, it says, I'm going to read verse 26 again. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel. And his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. And we see that with these Edomites today. They always in the field. They want to climb rocks, you know, go hunting. They on the hunting channel. They killing deer from 100 yards, 1,000 yards out with these high-powered rifles with scopes. They shooting deer and whatever else. They go on these safaris. That's the so-called white man. That's in his nature. They go back to their forefather Esau. It says, right, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. And Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. And that's how, you know, so-called black man, you know, they just want to be left alone, chill, you know. After a hard day work, you want to come home, eat a good meal, chill with your woman, enjoy your family, you know, dwelling in tents. That's how we are. We just plain folk, common folk. We want to be left alone. That go back to our forefathers. We like to barbecue and cook, drink a few beers, chill out. You know, that's our nature. Drink a little strong wine here and there. America's going to be destroyed real soon. It's the end of America as you know it. So it says, and Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison. So Esau would go out, hunt all the time, kill deer, whatever, bring it home, skin it, just like the white man do. Skin it, butcher it, cook it up, and his father, Isaac, loved the cooking of Esau. He loved his meat. But it says, but Rebekah loved Jacob. And see, that's how we are today, man. Jake as a whole, they're a bunch of mama's boys, you know, to the point where it's self-destructive psychologically. You know, ain't nothing wrong with loving your mother, but you know, we take it overboard. I say we, but 2/3 of these Negroes, they take it overboard, man. So, and the same with the black woman. Black woman can know that her son is out there just a thug, no good nigga out selling drugs, and she'll back him up. No, not every black woman, but for the most part, a lot of these black women know their son wicked as all outdoors, and will take up for him. That's my baby. He ain't never hurt nobody. He ain't mean nobody no harm. You know, they go back to Jacob and his mother. So it said, verse 29, this is the point I was bringing that to you. Verse 29, and Jacob saw pottage. Man, he was cooking some pottage, a pot of stew. And Jacob saw pottage. And Esau came from the field and was faint. He was tired. He had been out hunting all day, all night, didn't catch nothing. He came back. He was faint. So a lot of times, like I say, they didn't hunt back then like they hunt now. You probably had to run after something. You know, he might have had a bow and arrow, I don't know. He might have just been throwing rocks. but it was physical back then.